Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna and this is my Graceful Simple Life. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my simple budgeting method that I use to manage my money using the cash envelope system. So the first thing I'm going to be sharing is this is actually a laptop case, but I use it to actually hold my money because I find that when I put things in different places, I lose it. So I keep anything related to paying bills in this laptop case that I purchased at Amazon for very, very cheap. So the first thing I'm going to share is just a monthly planner. So this planner is completely different from a planner that I use to set appointments. This planner is specifically for paying bills. It was very cheap. I purchased it at Walmart. And again, it stays in here and it is just for bill paying, so it's not confused with anything else. Just a rundown of my bills for the month, and it has the bill that I owe, the company that I owe, the amount that's owed, and the day it's due. So here I have my monthly expenses, and then in the bottom I have my bi-weekly expenses. Lastly, I have my cash envelopes. These are envelopes I purchased at on Amazon. I believe I just typed in cash envelopes and they have several different kinds. I've had different kinds through the years. I like these plastic ones. I use index cards, but you can also just buy sleeves that fit right into here if you want to use that. Now, some of my bills I just pay off my debit card because they're easier to pay online. But when it comes to the week, I like to use cash. I like to use cash for certain things, and that way I can keep track of my money. So the first envelope I have is gas. This is actually hair salon for when I go. I don't go every week, so it is kind of high, but I don't go every week. So when I go. This is one that I have for personal spending. Now, personal spending through the years, I've changed what that means for me. Right now, because I'm on no buy, so clearly this won't be frivolous shopping, but personal spending could also be things like my makeup, my skincare, things like that that shouldn't be part of the grocery budget, in my opinion, that would count as personal spending. Eating out, I don't eat out often, but once a week to once every 2 weeks, and I do like to pay cash for that. Groceries, as you can see, Aldi, I do like to do the Aldi grocery pickup. Birthdays, this envelope isn't always out, so I actually rotate my envelopes, but I did have a birthday. I had, let me think, 2 birthdays in February, including my own. But, so yes, 2 birthdays in February, so this envelope was out, but actually I have no birthdays in March or April, so I'm actually going to put this one away. And then the last one, I do have a son in college, and fees come up here and there for books and such, so I like to have cash in case I have to give him some extra money for the month. And again, I have more envelopes than these. These are just essentially what I was using in February, and then I will switch out accordingly. Of course, things like gas and groceries always stay out. So the next thing I do, and this is basically how I keep track of my bills, make sure nothing gets paid late. I will turn to the month, and even though I have everything on my list here, for me, I need to see everything out in the open, and that's the best way for me if I just see everything right in front of me. So I just follow my little guide of everything I have to pay every month because I have the worst memory of life. So even though I pay the same bills every single month, some of them for years, I still, for the life of me, if I don't see it, chances are very high I will miss a bill. Okay, so what I do now is, and excuse me, I already wrote on the binder, I had a bit of an interruption. So what I do now is I essentially treat this as a master list of my bills, and then I write the bills out for the month in order for me to see it clearer. So for example, on the 3rd of the month, I have my Geico bill, $110. I will write it in the day that it's due. I will write it because it was paid, and then normally on the bottom what I will put down is the confirmation number that the bill was paid. For years and years I used to keep receipts endlessly. I used to have all kinds of receipt envelopes and things of that nature, but in today's day and age with the internet and such an easy way to backtrack and see your bills or your expenses be paid, now a confirmation number is sufficient. So as opposed to keeping all the receipts, I just write the confirmation number down. So, for example, on the 10th of the month, $150, that's going to be my gas bill. That's a bill I'll pay tomorrow. So tomorrow I will just write that I paid it and then write the confirmation number. On the 12th, I have the internet bill, so I will write internet. Excuse my sloppy handwriting, $70. And again, I'll pay that tomorrow. And I would just write paid and then the confirmation bill. Let's see, on the 12th, I also have my Hulu payment, that's TV, and Netflix. Since they're both TV, I essentially count it as one, so $20, $32 is the total I pay for both. And so on and so forth as the month goes. So another thing I will usually do is I will mark my paydays. So payday is tomorrow, and then I get paid bi-weekly. The 19th is another payday, and then that way I have a better sense of what bills have to be paid by what time. Lastly, what I do here on the side is I track any miscellaneous for the month. For example, if it's a birthday, if it's a holiday, I would want to track it here on the side. That way I have a memory of, I don't know if memory is the right word, but a reminder that I do have to set extra money on this side. So for example, April, I would think of a holiday of Easter. Now, granted, Easter's last year and this year has been very different, but I would still include like an extra donation to my church during that holiday, and I would also include, for example, a bigger lunch that I would have with my family, or even though my kids are older, I will still give them little Easter treats, things of that nature. During other times of the year, that might also have to include if I need an Easter outfit, or you would do what's personal for you. In May would be my daughter's birthday, or it could also be things of maintenance nature. So if you have to keep track of when your septic tank needs to be cleaned, or pest control, if it normally comes at the same time every year, I look to put that under miscellaneous. And normally this month I'm running late, but normally I do the month before the month comes. So by the end of February, ideally this would have been done already, and then I would have had that projected bill coming up already due. Alright guys, so I hope I was able to offer some valuable tips for simple money management. I've done several money management, I don't know if the word is workshops or methods through the years, and I found this to be the most tangible for me. Now it is somewhat Dave Ramsey inspired, but not exactly. I do my little tweaks on it. If you don't know what Dave Ramsey is, he is a money management guru who is very heavily based on managing your money through the teachings of the Bible. So a lot of people just follow him because his methods are some people have proven to work. Some people have said, but even if not, if you're not the greatest with money, having cash and managing cash only is a good way not to get yourself in trouble overspending and using credit cards. So if for nothing else, I found that this is the best method to just manage my money, not get into trouble, and be more organized. So coming up soon, I will be sharing some tips and tricks that I've used for savings. I am very much a spender, so even though I'm in a no-buy year, I still have to follow my tricks and tips, because if I have money, I'm going to spend it. So if you're that way, please stay tuned, and hopefully I'm able to share some valuable information. Thank you very much for watching, and please remember to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye now.